Intonation as it relates to blending. I mean, I think it's a profound question because I think that oftentimes what we think of as off in terms of intonation can be balance, and balance can so much be related to tone, especially when it comes to oboe, right? So, who are the people we're most likely playing with? Clarinet and flute, right? And these are instruments which, in a way, are are diametric opposite, right? In terms of like what is the essential nature of a clarinet, sort of floaty and hooty, right? And sort of wide. And what's the essential nature of a flute? Also, this kind of, I mean, it's they just don't have this sort of like core that the oboe does, right? So I think actually that kind of question, opens up other issues, right? Other kinds of questions, other kinds of avenues of exploration in terms of how can we affect a tone which enhances a flute sound, right? If we're underneath, so oftentimes we're playing second flute, right? Third flute. In those moments, what can we do to the tone? How can we create that? Same thing with the clarinet, right? A clobo kind of sound. How do we affect that? How can we actually, like, what can we do with our embouchure, our mouths, our internally, right, to create the kind of sound that would accord, say, with a clarinet. Um, and so I think that's stuff that you can do on your own. I think that's stuff that you can visualize, right? Visualizing the kind of sound that a flute is, and then matching that up with what's coming out of the oboe. Um, and I think that also goes into just development of one's own color palette, right? That it's so important that we not sound, we're so concentrated on evenness and getting things in line, right, on the oboe, and not sounding uh, disjointed, right, with our tone. And I think that that's like a wonderful, wonderful thing, and we should concentrate very much on this. But let's not let that get in the way of developing all of the other kinds of colors and voices and dimensions that we can.